saga. Well, angle grinding them was the only way they were going to come off. That thing there is 60 quid just for that. So I'm hoping that I can get those nuts off and give it a good clean and it'll be as good as new, hopefully. And there you go, little bit of time, TLC, bit of paint, yeah, as good as new. So just when I thought I was making progress, I found some more rust, started poking around down here and it all just started caving through. So, couldn't believe that the chassis, that much of it was just full of mud, but obviously keeps hold of the water and just rots it through. So just sucking all that out now as much as I can with a hoover. So this was all quite annoying because I thought I'd passed this phase of doing all the welding. So I just had to get on with it, filling out all the holes, putting plates over the holes, welding it all together, and it was taking days and it was really taking out of me, but it had to be done and no one else was going to do it. Right, that is it. No more welding today, and hopefully for a year or two. That was bloody hard work. More holes started appearing underneath, so I had to put another metal plate in. But yeah, that was really hard. Lying on your back, leaning up with your head with the helmet on. Yeah, really hard. But yeah, I'm gonna give that a wash, give it a paint, and then crack on where I should have been a few days ago, prepping the suspension. I got new drainage holes. That was running brown before when it first came through. I don't know where that hole's come from. Oh, here you go. This is good. Drainage. Look at that. Oh, that's me stopped for the day. It's an absolutely beautiful day, but I just took my socks off. Look how sweaty. Look how sweaty and hot that is. That's how hot welding is, and that's how sweaty your feet get. Mental, isn't it? Look at that. Mental. Angle grinders, deadly. So now the welding was done, I could start turning my attention to the suspension, the roof rack, the wheels, the brakes, etc, etc. Okay, starting to think about the next stage now, some cosmetics. Can't have a dent, can I, on a bloody Hilux? No, so we're going to patch that dent up. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know, just there's so much to do. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I'm going to put another piece now along there. See the rust? Just poking through. Might as well tackle it now while I can. Billy came up for a few days, so I taught him some welding. I think he enjoyed it. So I can't possibly prepare the chassis anymore. So now is the day we're going to do the Raptor. So we're going to do the Raptor, get it done. Shake it, Billy. Okay. Yep, this is YouTube. I'm going to spray it. It'll be a Raptor truck. Okay. Abracadabra, 3, 2, 1, go. Well, that's the Raptor done. And now for the fun bit of fitting the new suspension. It was just like a big giant Meccano set. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It all went together quite simple. And then at the same time I started making brackets for the flatbed to go onto the chassis. They were quite high, made them quite high, quite strong, 10mm steel I think I used. Yeah, so they were going to do the job. Yeah, I was really happy with the suspension, no problems at all fitting it. It looks really good. So at this phase, I put a temporary light board on the truck and took it for a drive over the fields, and it all worked great. The flatbed is obviously proving a bit of a nightmare. Trying to get something level, a bit of a reference point that I can work off. Now the chassis is warped, the body ain't sat straight, so we're a few millimeters out everywhere. These two bars aren't parallel, they're out by a few millimeters, and they're like sort of like trapezium shaped rather than sort of parallel. So trying to make them parallel, trying to keep them in line with the truck so that it all runs smoothly, trying to mark where I'm going to cut. Yeah, it's all hard, because as soon as I adjust one area, the other area goes all out of kilter, and that's before I even put a spirit level on it and try and start getting things level. Everything is out by a few millimeters, and I've got to try and rectify that. Otherwise, when I start welding all this aluminium together, it's going to be a nightmare. Yeah, precision engineering, you know what I mean? Precision engineering. So using this piece of aluminium flush against the back to give me my sort of square reference point, got that to be a perfect 90 degrees or thereabouts. Kept this magic number 28 centimeters here up into that line, which would be the width of the tray back. So both sides need to be 28 centimeters over on that side. 28 centimeters, 90 degree angle, all should be good, right? So I've locked this one down, this one's solid now, so I'm going to go and do that one over there. And now it was time for welding the aluminium. Changed all the MIG welder over to aluminium, got myself some argon gas, had a little play, and yeah, it was hard. The aluminium melted really quickly, but yeah, I got the hang of it eventually. couldn't help myself having a little play with the Raptor paint. Did the bonnet, the grills, wing mirrors. Look really, really good. I think they look really, really good. So this was the flatbed, nearly completed, like the bottom frame. Put the floor down temporarily, and I was just working out the trim, making it look neat and tidy, sort of like no sort of jaggedy edges and stuff. So it was still in the planning phases really, but I was happy with how it was turning out. And then I had this big piece of metal, this big tube. It's 3 meters long, and I had to think of a way of bending it around to make the kind of like the light bar. Yeah, so that was keeping me awake at night. Did a little sketch, did some measurements. There's a lot of angles and stuff in there, so I called Billy again to use his brain to work out how to do it. We basically started from the middle outwards, cutting the slots for the bends, and we needed every millimetre of the 3 meters for it to bend over and join up again. So we were quite happy with how it turned out. Our ferry was booked for Wednesday morning, but we've had to put that back a day. We won't be ready. That was emotional, and it's taken all day to marry them all up. So today is Wednesday the 17th. I've had all that time to do when I started this sort of timeline. That's obviously not including everything. That was just when I started panicking that we were going away on a holiday on this today. We put the ferry back till tomorrow night. So I've got today to do everything really, and then tomorrow to pack. They're the jobs that I gave myself. Yeah, I've not done half of that stuff, but I kind of put in a priority order. Work sets you free. That is so true, because once this job's done, I'm going on holiday for 2 weeks and I can't wait. I will be free. Yeah, yesterday I went to the Not Forgotten thing where I helped out. Felt good for helping out, but it kind of wrote me off for the rest of the day. I worked 11 till 4. Yeah, and I slept all evening, like all day. So, but it was worth it. It was worth doing that. Yeah, so full steam ahead today. Okay, so I've got the I've got the rock lights working. Just need to get the engine working. I think I've got my priorities a little bit wrong. What do you think? Well, they're pretty cool though, right? Yeah, and who needs an engine anyway? So it's 06:30 on Thursday morning, D-Day. We roll at 9 o'clock tonight, so do the maths, it's about 6, 12, about 15 hours of work to do a few of those jobs, but the main one is the parasitic drain the truck has got. And the parasitic drain is basically something flattening the battery while the truck's switched off. Probably all the lights and accessories that have added to it. So that's what I'm going to go and do now. Well, I think that's good. I have no idea really. But yeah, 0.02 is meant to be good. So that's showing that it's got no drain. 7 on Thursday. We leave it in 2 hours time. I'm happy to say that she's done. Looking back, those 3 months were hard graft. Some days I didn't do anything, most days I didn't do anything. And then I had little spurts where I'll do loads. So yeah, the lights were pretty cool. I'm happy with them. Yeah, thanks for watching.